Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Today, we are setting off to find the blacksmith's wife. And that's our main goal. I mean, we're also going to go and get a bunch of other quests and other things here, but the blacksmith's wife, and I'm assuming that it might be this new quest, unless it's this guy, in which case that is not going to help us. That's a hired hand. Is it the quest marker? That would have made our life a lot easier last time trying to find the blacksmith's wife. Yes, it was the quest marker.
Stranger, wait, please. I have a favor to ask of you.
What is it you need?
What is it you need?
Thank you for sparing me your time. You know, I'm so troubled, and I have nowhere to turn. And you just wandered by so opportunely that it can't be a coincidence. There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A Thunderstone. It's a great rarity, but Thomlin Bruthans from Horschan has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in fights.
I see. Now it all makes sense to me. So that's why your husband fought him.
Exactly. You see, nothing dishonest. But Stimir is feeling ashamed that young Bruthans gave him a thrashing.
I see. You want me to fight Bruthans to get you the Thunderstone so you can evolve the Pikachu. Got it. What is a Thunderstone?
What is a Thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are Thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
What's it good for?
What can these stones do?
Well, lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm, helps you in battle, and brings good luck. It also wards off and cures diseases. And if you put it into the rafters of your cottage, you'll be protected from fire and all manner of other calamities.
What does it look like?
What does a Thunderstone look like?
Well, from what I saw of Thomlin's, it's the size of a grown man's fist, perhaps a tad bigger, sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has a round hole through the middle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Thomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now you've shown up. Besides, by the looks of you, you have the strength of a bull, perhaps two. So she surely sent you to help me.
I like how it's like you could steal it, but what do you want the stone for?
Why are you so desperate for this piece of rock?
That's my business.
You will tell me.
Look, if I'm to help you, I need to know what you're going to do with this stone. I don't want to get caught up in any witchcraft.
This is no witchcraft. It's just... Fine. Listen, I'm afraid for my child. And myself. All my babies died shortly after birth. Bless their souls. And birthing is very hard for me. I nearly died last time. The stone has the power to help me and protect my next infant. That's why I want it.
I'll help you.
All right. I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy, thanks be to the both of you. This means so much to me.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you at the stud farm. She'll give a generous discount if you want to buy a horse from her. And I'll pray and intercede for you, I swear.
Why would I need a horse? I mean, we've got, pebbles. Let's just say, but Thomlin is protected by the Thunderstone.
Hold on. You said the stone helps its owner in a fight.
Among other things. Yes, that's what I heard.
So how the hell am I supposed to beat Thomlin when he's got the power of this stone on his side?
Well, it won't be easy. You're right about that. You can talk to Stimir. He fought Thomlin, so he might have some ideas. Or, over in Horschan, I think the lads there wrestle a lot, and Thomlin is in charge of that. That might help. Most importantly, keep your hopes up, and don't let him intimidate you. Ours is a just cause, so Lady Fortune and all the saints are sure to be on your side, and that must count for something.
Alright, I'll figure something out.
Well, it's not going to be easy. But David defeated Goliath, didn't he?
Oh, that's a good point. Glory to David, and to you.
I love the way she said that. It's like, ooh, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's a good point. Like I'd made a serious point that in the Bible, David defeated Goliath. Like, ignoring the fact that we are not David and he is not Goliath. And the reason why it would have been written down is because it's an impressive feat. Not because it's a repeatable feat. Anyway. Wait, which quest marker am I going to? I'm just running over here. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
May God give you health, sir.
You. Do you believe this stone has powers?
Do you believe in the power of thunderstones?
Of course. How else could Thomlin beat me but with the stone's help? A thunderstone is a rare and powerful thing. It's not a matter of belief. That's just the way it is. Just like when you build a cottage or a barn. You put a dead chicken or cock under the threshold to protect against disease and evil forces. You bury a pot with a few groschen and other small treasures in the corner of the room to bring the farm good fortune and protection. And on the roof, it's best to plant common house leek so lightning doesn't strike the building and set it on fire.
Out of those three, I gotta assume that planting the common house leek is the one that's most likely to actually have a real effect. So I was thinking, putting the chicken in the, like, burying that, I'm like, what effect is that gonna have? Don't really think it's gonna have any. It's probably just gonna have a rotting smell at the entrance to your house. Burying the pot probably doesn't do anything. I guess, in theory, if you have your roof covered in plants, it would make it so lightning is less likely to strike, because lightning should strike where it's most conductive, and plants are the most conductive thing. So in theory, maybe, yeah? I don't know. Anyway, let's say, wise words.
Wise words. When I settle down, I'll remember your advice, and I'll be sure to put house leek on top of my forge.
You fought Thomlin.
Hey you, Zdimir. I need to talk to you about your fight with Thomlin.
I got battered, and I'm not proud of it, so I'd rather not dwell on it.
Look, I want to help Kona get that stone, so I could really use your experience.
Ah, I see. All right then. And thanks a lot for wanting to help us.
So tell me, how can I beat Thomlin?
Look at it this way. I'm bigger, but he's faster. So I thought that if I got up really close to him, he'd lose that advantage and I'd use brute force to overcome him.
Well, let's say we try the same.
Sounds about right. I'd do the same in your position.
Well, yeah, it's a great plan. But he's really handy, and he's a born fighter. I tried a few times. But whenever I went to grab him, he'd wriggle out of the way. Then, during one attempt, he grabbed my hand, tripped me, and put me in a headlock. At which point all I could do was eat dirt in that pigsty where Thomlin likes to fight.
That doesn't bode well for me.
Sakra. That doesn't bode well for me.
Well, yeah, he's certainly a handful. But I still think my plan was a good one. So my advice would be to do exactly what I did. Just be careful not to get caught like I was. He looks a bit of a milksop at first glance, but he's as strong as an ox. Keep a safe distance. Avoid making pointless strikes, and only attack him when you're sure it'll work. And when, or rather if, you manage to grab him, pound him as hard as you can. Don't let up, and don't give him a chance to turn around.
Sound advice. That makes sense. I'll try that.
I think I'm going to try what I did previously in every other fight, which is wait for them to attack, dodge to the left, punch them in the back of the head until they're down. But, thanks for the advice. Right. That's impressive. Pebbles, how did you get there from over there? Crazy. Right. Where is this guy? He's over here. He's in a completely different town.
Bloody war's all we need.
Right.
Fields are ravaged.
Up this way. Let's head across. Is this the town? Might not be that far away. It might just be like a side area. But I'm sure we'll find out soon. Now this isn't it, because if this was it, it would have like the map marker would be a lot closer.
Quick!
Ooh, some mines. Cool. That's good to know. I'll head through here.
Quick!
Follow the path here. So somewhere along here, there's going to be some kind of turning towards a town, we're assuming. Just not entirely sure where that's going to be. Ooh, collision course? Almost. Yeah, so we need to... Oh, I was going to say we need to get over there somehow, and then the path appeared before us. Ooh.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hello there.
What are you staring at? Fuck off before I flatten you.
When I'm done with you, you'll rue the day.
You're a dead man.
Alright, let's go.
Ah!
Gotcha. Come on, attack again.
Ah!
I think I accidentally hit him up, like, directly there. Hopefully it didn't count.
Show your stuff.
And... Oh, gotcha.
Ah! What the?
It's down.
Mert! Oh, he's run off again, the little beast.
Right, we can rob these guys while we're here. Let's grab the groschen. Hourglass gauntlets are fairly light for how much they sell for. We should probably grab gauntlets at every opportunity. I guess the helmet's kind of the same, so... Grab that. Bandit. Grab the groschen. And the Tin Warlord's thing. And the apples. Yeah, these are pretty good as well. Actually, that's pretty good as well. Right. Rob this one. So, groschen. The raw deer hide is actually not very good on a weight to money ratio. Like it's not nearly as good as like armor. Ooh, that one's good. And then this guy. Well, we'll take your Frankfurter steel, your groschen. Those. Try and avoid these things that weigh 22. Seems like a bad idea. Yeah, I guess the broadsword's probably pretty good as well. Right, I'm just trying to pick up things that don't weigh too much so we don't go over our weight limit. Apparently I did that very well there.
Mert! Here, Mert! Fuck, he's run off.
Guess we could try and find him, but... assuming at some point he will... Oh, I was trying to call him if I'm on the horse. But you can't do that. Assume at some point he will make himself known.
Go!
Right. Into this part of town. Wherever this actually is. Horschan. I guess that is what they said the place was called, wasn't it?
Bloody expensive horse.
Thank you. It wasn't, but, you know, thank you. Oh, I'm over my limit. Let's put some of this on the horse. Move that to the horse. And then armor-wise, we got some stuff we can move on. Yeah, those two things can move on to the horse. Yeah, I think that's enough, actually. Over here. Oh, I can't let myself in there. Ah, this is the guy we're looking for, huh? You.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm looking for the Thunderstone.
Hey, Thomlin. People around here tell me you have a thunderstone.
People say all sorts of things.
They also say if I beat you in a fight, it's mine.
Those days are over. There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. That much is true. I even had a couple of craftsmen come from the burg to try their luck. But everyone got a thrashing. Well, then I decided to retire. It didn't seem right, and my conscience was getting the better of me. But I have a proposition for you. The local lads like to practice their fighting moves while I watch over them. So if you fancy a fight and don't mind getting a bit dirty, you can join in and show us what you're made of.
So I've heard. The innkeeper at the Devil's Den mentioned it.
Fuck me. You know everything, don't you? But yeah, I've battered my share of sluggers down at the den, that's true. That was before the army showed up. You won't find me at the Devil's Den these days. Anyway, what about you? Want to take on the locals?
Sure. I want to fight the locals.
I'd be glad of a tussle with the local lads.
Right you are. When you're good and ready, come by my place and I'll explain how we do things here.
Alright, tell me about the fights.
Tell me more about the fight.
Ask away.
Who are the fighters?
What fighters do you have here?
Stanley is the strongest. He works on the farm and's quite a big mouth on him, but he has the strength of 2 men. After him, Tuma, a farmer from across the way. He's quite a bit older than me, but don't let that fool ya. He has a steady hand and bloody good aim with it. And last and maybe least is Darling.
Darling?
Darling?
He's kind of like the local buffoon. His name's Tobias, but everyone just calls him Darling. When he was a wee lad, he fell on his head from a rotting ladder. And he's never been the same since. He takes care of his aunt's horses and dogs in Grund.
He doesn't sound like an opponent to be feared.
Because he isn't. He's quite a lout, but he doesn't know the first thing about fighting. He hasn't won a single fight. But it's not that he doesn't try.
Where are the fights held?
Where do your fights take place?
That old Chuchas.
And who might that be?
Chucho is our hog. We fight in his pen. He doesn't care. He always just hides in his pigsty.
I reckon I can find that.
I'm certain you can. Just follow your nose.
Is it just me or are the flies getting louder? Anyway, can I join?
Can I get involved too?
Why not? It'll be good to have some new blood, and maybe you'll learn something from each other. Do you have any experience?
Well, I haven't won any tournaments here yet, but I've knocked a few people around.
Well, you'll see if that'll be enough.
And if I win?
And if I manage to beat them all?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Darling may be a bumbler, but Stanley and Tuma are no pushovers. Well, if you pull it off, you certainly won't come up short.
Alright. Alright, let's get away from the pile of manure. So, 4 days till the tournament. I need to go and challenge a bunch of people to fights over here. And then I assume once I beat them all, then I can challenge Tobias to a fight. Right. Pebbles, and let's go. Little shrine here. I suppose while we're here, we might as well do a little praying.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Wonderful. We've activated our perk. We're good to go. What are you barking? Oh wait, Mutt. Hello, Mutt. Mutt.
Good boy. Good boy.
Oh, we managed to do fast travel with Mutt again. Hey,
Look
Mutt.
what I have for you.
I have some mutton. You think Mutt knows that it's off? Probably. Unless I kind of get the door. It's a little weird.
You have a kind mouth.
Alright, so let's wash ourselves here.
Greetings, neighbor.
Get some of the blood off us. Right, so now where are we going? Going towards the A marker, which is somewhere over here. Ah, it's also near the B marker, because he's now moved. I see. Well, that would do it. So I assume he's going to be ready for fighting when we get over here. Alright. Around the back. Stanley. Do I need to... Oh, no, there's the guy I'm looking for. Why'd you start fighting?
So, Tobias, do you enjoy fighting?
Do I know you?
I'm Henry. Young Bruthans told me you're learning to fight. How are you faring?
Well, it's not going so well.
You don't have to do it, you know. What do you get out of being beaten time and again?
I have to. I have to beat Stanley, so they'll leave me alone.
What does he do to you?
What does he do to you?
All kinds of things. He says I'm an idiot. Sometimes he comes to Grund and causes trouble, scaring the horses, and he beat up my dog.
He did what?
Had her limp for days, and now he's afraid of strangers.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Well, you can defend yourself, but how can a pooch know he has to? Did he bite him at least?
Better? No, he's too nice to ever bite anyone. He runs away instead. But Stanley drove him into the corner of the stable.
People like that make me see red.
Alright. Need to go speak to Stanley. Yo, Stanley. Why'd you bully Tobias?
Why are you always picking on Tobias?
Just take a look at him. If he was any dumber, he'd be eating out of a trough with the pigs. Do you know he talks to animals? He talks to his mutts like they understand him. He'd be better off barking and pissing on the fence like them. But when we managed to get him drunk, now that's fun.
Tobias goes drinking with you?
No, but all you have to do is give him wine and tell him it's apple cider. A little of that and he's completely wasted. Then you should see the shit he gets up to. The last time that idiot almost drowned because he went to fish the moon out of the pond. We told him it was a silver platter.
We're not going to stay out of it.
Find something better to do and leave Tobias alone.
Mind your own business. I reckon that moron doesn't even know when someone's yanking his pizzle. Lord knows if there's anything left in that hollow of his.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Would it be wrong to just stab him? Just a question. You have to fight me so I can make my way up the ranks so I can beat him up.
Well, how about trying your luck against me?
Why not? Do you have any money? We can bet, and whoever wins gets everything.
Yeah, I guess we could.
That sounds good. I agree.
Get ready, then.
We are effectively robbing him, though.
Fucking hell! I'm gonna...
And just keep punching.
I lost again.
Thanks for the fight.
Yeah. Oh, and this is yours. Take it all. Now you can challenge Tuma. I like him. He's funny and kind. Not like Stanley.
Hey, Tuma. we're gonna... Oh, you look like a merry bloke.
You look like a merry bloke. What do you like about the fights?
I'm a simple man. I like a good laugh, and sometimes I like to punch someone.
That's it.
I swear, I do it because I enjoy it. That's not so strange, is it?
Come and fight.
Shall we fight?
But of course. And before we get started, let's bet.
All right.
If you say so. Here you go.
Thanks very much. And now fight.
My sister could beat both of you.
You gonna attack? Just going for an occasional little punch. Is he ever gonna punch back? Oh, there we go. Got him.
I feel like I've been split in half.
Thanks for the fight.
Aye, you're welcome. I should be thanking the big man on the sky that I can still walk. Here, take it all and don't spend it at once.
Thanks.
Well, do you feel up to... Excuse me?
Hey, you. Fight.
Do you want to fight?
Sure, I could go for one. Do you have money to bet?
I do.
Of course.
I'm glad to hear it. Get ready and we can get started.
All right. Ow, he got me first.
On your ma. Do you have two left?
The pig kind of got in the way there of me walking, I think, for a second. Oh no, it didn't.
Paint you black and blue.
Guess it was just the ground. Oh, no, it did. Okay.
On your ma.
Okay. Let the stamina come back. Right, I'm going to dodge to the left and I'm going to punch him.
Sacre. I reckon I cut off more than I could chew. You really know how to fight.
Thanks for the fight.
Here's your bet, and a little on top. I don't like giving it up, but I keep my word. And don't forget to go and see Thomlin. His jaw's gonna drop when he hears some out of town and kicked all our asses.
Hey, you. Stop beating up the other guy. Don't beat up his dog. Right. Just drinking a healing potion while we're here. Oh, you know what I should also do? If I wash, I'll heal up a little bit. There we go. That's better. Now, where did this last guy go? Oh, he's there. I see. I walked past him. Hey, you. I beat Stanley.
I beat all your men.
Well, I'm jiggered. But I'm impressed. You're good. Here you go. We know how to appreciate a good fighter here. Not long ago, I heard the hired hands in Miskovitz spend the long hours away by fighting. You can go see for yourself if it's true.
That sounds quite good.
And in Kuttenberg, they fight in a tavern called the Hole in the Wall. The name suits it perfectly. So don't expect to be treated kindly.
That sounds worse. But I'll see. Maybe I'll go there and take a look sometime.
Oh, by the way, Darling was looking for you. Go and see him. He'll be glad.
Cool. Hey, you. Thunderstone.
You know, about that Thunderstone.
What now?
I challenge you to a fight for the Thunderstone.
I challenge you to a fight. Let's fight for the Thunderstone. Or have I made you shit your brays?
The only shit being spouted here is from your mouth. You know you can't win, don't ya? No one's beaten me for as long as I can remember. And besides, I have the stone. So just back off and forget about it. I'm doing you a favor. Because I want to spare you the embarrassment and some pretty fucking painful bruises.
I beat Stanley.
Look here, big man. I kicked the arses of Stanley and all the others here. With my finger up my nose at that. So I reckon you'll be soft as shit too. But to give the devil his due, I'd still like to find out for myself.
Yeah, I get it. You're provoking me. Nice try. All right, have it your way. If there's one thing I really hate, it's arrogant, cocky outsiders who think they know it all. Prepare for a beating.
Let's go.
You know the rules. No armor. Stripped down to your waist. Then we'll meet in the pen, you'll place your wager against the stone, and then you'll get an ass kicking.
Oh, I'm ready. Hey, how are we gonna do this? Wait. Do I need to go over to the pen, maybe? Are we going? We're going, I think. I think we're going? Yeah. I'm ready. You ready? Let's fight.
I'm ready for this. How about you?
Always.
You've got the stone?
Don't you worry about that. I don't expect to part with it anyway. I'm looking forward to taking your coin instead. Have you got enough?
Of course.
Here it is. I'm no cheat.
Trust, but back it up with proof, I always say. Well, we have everything we need. Let me just take off my coat and we'll get started.
Alright. 500 groschen's quite a lot for the fight, but...
Jesus!
Alright.
I'm hit!
And I went to the right. Everyone happy? You enjoy it?
Come here.
No, not yet. I won. The stone is mine.
I beat you. The prize is mine.
Yeah, you did. But it was close. I almost had you myself.
Close? Not one bit. I was all over you from the start.
Bollocks you were. You're just lucky I fucked up my back yesterday.
No need to be so upset. It's not so bad. Just a little embarrassment and a few bruises, right? But let's not waste time. You owe me my money back, and the stone along with it.
You'll get your money back, goes without saying. Here you are.
Perfect. What about the stone?
Well, I can't give you that. Because I don't have it.
Uh-huh.
But the stone was your stake.
No, it wasn't. It was your idea that if you won, I'd give you the stone. I didn't actually promise you anything like that.
You tried to trick me. You did promise that.
Look, you yokel prick. Don't twist this. You tried to hoodwink me, and now you're playing word games.
I suppose it was a bit sneaky of me. But what the hell? I figured if you were up for a fight, I'd at least make a groschen or two out of it. I just wasn't expecting to lose. That's all.
But people said you have a thunderstone. So it's all horseshit.
No, it wasn't made up. I really did find a thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I acted like nothing happened. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
Who stole from you?
And do you have any idea who might have stolen it from you?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Raborsch and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
And you just let it be?
And you didn't do anything about it?
Of course I fucking did. I went to wring their necks, but they disappeared like the steam from my piss. They must have seen me and bolted, which only confirmed my suspicions. I haven't had any luck finding them since then, though, and I don't have time to chase them around the countryside. I have the farm to take care of.
All right. I'll have a look for them.
Well, when you get to Raborsch, take the main road away from the fortress until you reach the first farm on the right. There are hired hands there. That much I found out. And if you find the stone, Please bring it back to me. I'll make sure you're well rewarded. You have my word. I was the one who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring bad luck and misfortune.
Excuse me, but it's mine.
Look, I won fair and square. But I still don't have that thunderstone of yours in my hand. Truth be told, I'm feeling a little cheated. You could at least throw a dog a bone, eh?
Bollocks to that. You got your wager back, so don't be getting greedy now. And you barely won anyway. If you want anything more from me, bring me back my thunderstone.
You're right. Enough of this.
I'm glad we see eye to eye. No point in making a mountain out of a molehill, I say.
You're not wrong.
How did you come by the Thunderstone?
Tell me, how did you come by the stone in the first place?
That's a secret.
Okay, so you stole it. You don't have anything to hide, do you?
If you came by it honestly, why be so secretive about it?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just not one to brag, that's all. And until it's back in my hands, I don't want to talk about it.
I can appreciate that, but sharing a story isn't exactly bragging.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to visit the quarry. You probably know the place. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm about a week before. It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, even toppled the tower on those fortifications at Gutenberg, and it very nearly flushed us out of here too. A proper act of God it was. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go that way. So I decided I'd go through the field, and all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I see? A thunderstone right under my foot. Stroke of luck it was.
Got a moment?
I do, darling.
I'll be right there.
What do you want?
Do you need something of me?
Well, I wanted to ask you for something.
Okay.
Pray tell. What's it about?
You wouldn't want to have another bout, would you?
Right now?
Well, yeah.
Why?
Why? I already beat you. And Tuma and Stanley, too.
Exactly. So I figured that if I beat you now, you'll still win overall. But if Stanley saw me beat someone that kicked his ass, maybe he'd leave me alone.
You think you stand a chance?
And do you think you'd stand a chance to beat me?
Well, that's just it. I'd need you to help me a little.
Wouldn't it be better if I taught you?
Look, wouldn't you rather learn how to fight properly? I'll be happy to train you.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Auntie says I'm a little slow.
Oh, you'll manage. Knocking someone's teeth out is actually pretty simple. And you've got the strength of 3 men. So there's nothing for you to be afraid of.
Well, all right.
So we're training him up. Insert Rocky montage.
Oof, I can't anymore.
Me neither. Let's take a break.
Do you think I stand a chance against Stanley now?
Definitely a better chance than if you pretended to beat me, but still knew nothing. I'm not saying you'll beat him to a pulp now, but at least you should be able to hit back.
Thanks, Emery. You're a true friend.
You're welcome.
Hey, do you like horses or dogs?
Of course.
Of course I do.
Me too. I knew right away you like animals. I can tell. Come see me in Grun sometime. I take care of the horses and hands, and I'll tell you all about them.
Alright. Can I do that now? What can you teach me?
You said you could teach me something. Like what?
Well, I don't know much, but I do understand animals. That's for sure.
You take care of dogs and horses here, right?
Aye, they're my favourite. They're kind. They don't hurt you or curse you when you mess something up. And when you're sad, they look at you with those big eyes of theirs. They don't even need to say anything. yet you feel better right away.
You see? I'm sure you know a few tricks.
Can I have a few groschen for my trouble?
Of course. Tit for tat.
Thanks. So, what do you want to know?
Nothing. I just wanted to know what it was, but no, it's just he's just a skill trainer. Right. So now we have to go and find out what these two know about the Thunderstone. Well, we can do that. Where? Oh yeah, Stanley. Don't be mean to Darling. Right. Back over here. Let's get on the horse. And let's go.
Quick!
So we're going to yet another town. It's actually quite a good quest for getting you to just go through the towns and see what's going on. You don't necessarily have to do anything in the towns, but it's at least revealing the map and giving us a rough idea about what's actually out there. Which is nice to have.
Quick!
Instead of just going from place to place on the main quest. Kind of an interesting pond.
Go!
Anyway. Through here.
Quick!
Kind of looking to go right at some point. Each time I say, like, I'm looking to go this direction, a path appears. It's incredible. It's a new superpower I've acquired. Okay. I'm looking to go left at some point. No, it didn't work.
Go!
Alright then. Somewhere along here, though, there should be a way left.
Whoa!
You threatening me, wolves? You threatening me? That's what I thought. Ow. Actually did do me quite a lot of damage. Alright, rob the noble. Take the groschen. Rest of it's not worth having. Nothing on the back either. Right. Wow, amazing. You found the wolf that I killed. Just incredible work there, Mutt. Here's my path left that I was asking for. Hey, horsemanship leveled up. This is why I don't really pay for skill trainers, because if we plan to do everything in the game, we're going to level up so quickly anyway. It doesn't really make sense for us to go for skill trainers. Alright, it's just said that this was a point of interest thing. Ah, it's the gamekeeper. Okay, well, no, we can leave that for now, but I just want to know what this was. We'll come back there. We're going to do everything eventually. But yeah, because there's... I'll get back to the point eventually. Yeah, because there's so much to do in the game, and there's not actually that many levels, it doesn't make sense for us to, like, power level something, because... Oh! This is, one, not a path, and I don't think this is the right town either. This is another town, though. But yeah, it doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm not allowed in here? Okay, then. I will leave. My mistake. Yeah, it basically, we're going to get the levels anyway by doing things. I'd much rather get them that way than just power level to max and then be really good at doing everything.
Go!
Right. Straight through here. And just continue going in a straight line towards our objective until we find another path, like this one.
Go!
So was Opatowitz maybe where, that might be where Sigismund has his camp. I don't know. Either way, we're not allowed in it, apparently, because that'd be trespassing. But, yeah, I'm sure we'll be going there eventually.
Go!
Horse is not on a suitable road. I kind of thought this was a suitable road, but
Quick!
I guess not.
Quick!
That's where I need to go, so let's just take a little shortcut over. Okay.
Quick!
Not the best way to take a shortcut. It did work, but there have been better shortcuts.
Just a bit further.
Why are you sounding worn out, Henry? You're not the one doing all the work, the horse is. Alright.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Now we're in the right place. Raborsch. Yeah, another cool town. The cobbler there. And assuming these are the people I'm looking for.
Whoa.
Hey, you. Tell me where to find the Thunderstone, Peter.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a Thunderstone.
I need to find a Thunderstone, and I heard you might know of one.
Oh, yeah? Who told you that, then?
A wayfarer in a tavern. We're gonna lie this time. Let's see what happens.
Some wayfarer in a tavern.
Really? Which one?
In Zukdoll.
Shit, so Andrew's already mouthing off.
Andrew who?
What Andrew?
Andrew Ramhead. Haven't you heard of him?
No. And not to repeat myself, but what I heard is you have a certain Thunderstone.
I haven't got a fucking Thunderstone, and I never did. It was all Hensel's idea, and he had it on him the whole time, too. And before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew is holding him captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me, what the fuck happened?
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Thomlin Bruthen's magic stone from him to help us fight them like, but Thomlin wasn't having it, so we filched it without him knowing, and then set off after those bandits. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me and Stislav. So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were you, I'd give it up as a lost cause.
How did the assault go down?
How did your assault go?
Hensel led the way. There was him, me, and Stislav. We wore padded doublets and took hunting knives and axes. Stislav had a bow too. We got within earshot when it all went to shit. Stislav stumbled and yelped. Then they noticed us. After that, everything happened so fast. We charged at them, Hensel up front with us behind. Arrows started raining down. They all missed Hensel, but I was shot in the arm. It hurt like hell. I was screaming and scared shitless. So I took to my heels. I met back here with Stislav. They chased him, but he being so lightly dressed and them in armor, they couldn't keep up.
How many of them were there?
How many of them were there?
I'd say 5, 6.
You went up against 6 of them?
Of course not. We waited for some of them to go on patrol. That left just 3, though heavily armored they were. If we'd caught them by surprise, it might have worked.
Why do you want to kill them?
Why did you want to kill them?
Why? To stop them doing mischief round here. We wanted to help the village. We could hide in fear and moan, or do something about it. And we also wanted to make a bit of a name for ourselves among the locals.
Let's say it was brave.
It was brave of you. You wanted to do the right thing. I would have done the same.
Not that it did any good, but thanks. All the folk here now take me for a fool. You're the only one to see it differently.
Where's Stislav?
Where's Stislav, anyway?
I don't know. He was a bundle of nerves after what happened. Packed up and left. I've no idea where he went, and I don't blame him. I'm not exactly doing great myself. It really pissed Andrew off, and now he's even nastier to the villagers than before.
Who is Andrew?
Who is this Andrew Ramhead?
A mercenary commander from King Sigismund's army. He's been ordered to guard the roads with his men. Or so he says. But apart from that, they also carry out raids, rob the people, mug merchants and steal cattle. And they make the peasants pay tribute. And of course, after our fuck-up, they've turned the screws and are demanding even more. Another reason for everyone round here to hate me.
What about your lord's men-at-arms? Well, they probably wouldn't want to go against Sigismund.
What about the lord in these parts? I mean, there's a fortress here, so we must have plenty of men-at-arms.
Well, the Lord has decreed that no action is to be taken. He says it's better to put up with these fuckers than to flush them out, because that might raise King Sigismund's hackles and he'd only dispatch more troops. That's what I heard anyway.
Where can I find this, Andrew?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but I badly need to find that stone. You don't just lose something like that. And from what you said, it seems I don't have much choice.
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed. Weren't you listening to me?
It's not cursed, on the contrary.
Can you hear yourself? You attacked a band of hardened mercenaries. Anyone else would have paid for that with their life, but not one of you was killed. Not to mention that this Hensel, the one with the stone, wasn't hit by a single arrow. But you were.
Sakura, I never thought of it that way. You know, you might be right.
You see? Now tell me where this camp of theirs is.
You'll come across some ponds between Raborsch and Bohunjovic. Near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're stuck for a place to stay. From that fork, follow the water downstream, and you should find the ruins of an old mill.
And that's where they're holding Hensel? The one with the stone?
Yeah, there. But if I were you, I'd stay off the path. Take the hill and nip through the woods. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. You'll have a bird's eye view of everything from there. That's the way we went too. But make sure they don't spot you. There's a good chance they've upped their guard after our attack.
Sound advice. Thanks.
Look, what's your plan anyway?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel. And then I'll finally get to the bottom of this shit with the Thunderstone.
Just be careful, because Andrew's a cunning fucker. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything, but still, do you think you could rescue Hensel?
How am I supposed to do that?
And how, pray, do you expect me to do that?
I don't know, just something. Because if you don't, I don't know who will. Andrew's a greedy bastard. Some coin might do it. Or you could sneak in quietly and slip back out with Hensel.
What if I kill them?
How about I just kill them all?
I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. But, you know, whatever you think's best. It's just, they're pretty tough and well armed, you know.
I'll help Hensel if I can.
I'll manage somehow. But the whole thing's getting so messy, it's almost like the stone's power is interfering somehow. But if I find a way, I'll help Hensel.
Thank you so much! May all the saints be with you, and I hope you have better luck than we did.
I am kind of wondering whether it's the mill we already cleared out, but I have to assume not, or it would have, we would have found the Thunderstone by now. Okay. Looking for somewhere where we can wash up. Nowhere here that I can wash up. Maybe at the Cobblers? Yeah, maybe Cobblers has somewhere I can wash up. They do. Wonderful. That's good. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to deal with this person yet. I was thinking we would just put on our armor and basically just go for it, but I'm getting a feeling that's not going to be the best plan. Anyway, where is it? It's there. Oh. He gave us instructions, didn't he? So, Trail of Thunderstone leads to the troops' camp. Peter said they set up camp in the ruins of an old mill. I should be able to go from the fork in the road between the ponds and follow the water downstream. Fork in the road between the ponds and follow the water downstream. So it's there. That's where we're going. So actually, you know what? Let's put our own marker on the map here, because that'll make it easier. I want to kind of go here and then through. I think my current plan is sneak in and stab them all to death. That's my current plan. What do you think? Yeah, I thought you would like it. So, head out this way. I don't know why I'm not using my horse. There we go. Get on Pebbles. Oh, I'm not allowed to go fast because I'm in a town, apparently. There's a speed limit, you know, in this town.
Quick!
Now I can go faster.
Go!
I'm on the wrong road. Yup. immediately just like, no, could feel it. I was like, this isn't going the way I thought it would. There we go. Here's the path that I found on the map. Alright.
Quick!
Okay, down this way. Now we want to get off. Yeah, get off the horse. It does suggest that we could just walk into camp. I want to just have a look above before I do. So it suggested we could talk with them. It does look like a proper camp. You know what? Let's go in and try diplomacy. Maybe we can challenge them to a one-on-one fight or something. If it doesn't work, then I sneak in and I kill them all, but I haven't lost anything for trying diplomacy. Well, if I can actually find a way down. It's just a very odd looking tree. That's what I spotted at the corner of my eye. Assuming there's a way down here. Sort of, yeah. Right. So we're just gonna wander in here. We're not very heavily armed. Merely here looking to talk. Hello?
Huh? Clear off.
Can I not walk in there? Is he gonna be mad if I do that?
Huh? This is our place. Get out of here.
I've come to see Andrew.
I want to talk to Andrew Ramhead.
All right. You'll find the commander at the entrance to the encampment. But be quick. And no fooling around.
Thank you.
Hey, you there. This is a military encampment, not an alehouse. So you... Welcome to my humble encampment, lad. In the name of Sigismund, by the grace of God, King of Hungary and Croatia, tell me what you're doing here and what your intentions are.
I'm here because of Hensel.
I hear you're holding a stable boy captive. One Hensel from Raborsch.
Well, you heard right. That bastard and his merry little band wanted to kill us. What I want to know is why you're so interested in this trouble-rousing piece of shit.
Let's say we owe him a favor.
I'm not thrilled about it myself. But he helped me out a while back, and I owe him a favor. So when I heard he'd got himself in trouble, my honor made me come to his aid.
Really now? And what service so weighty did he render that you felt you had to come all this way?
I was riding rather recklessly one night. My horse stumbled, and we crashed to the ground. Come the morning, Hensel was gathering brushwood when he spotted me stuck under my horse. So he helped to pull me out. If it weren't for him, I'd probably have died.
All right. I accept that even a piece of shit like him might occasionally do the right thing. Well, either way, the fact is he attacked us, and in so doing he has trespassed against the majesty of the king. But in my view, anyone can make a mistake. And I'm a decent fella at heart, so I'm willing to let him go. For a price.
That's quite a lot, really. Let's say I just want to talk to Hensel.
All I need is a quick word with Hensel.
No talking to him. He's a rebel. You can either stump up, and then you can do what you will with him, or fuck off.
Could try this. If it fails, though. I don't think we're threatening enough. Say, I'll be back with the money.
I'll pay his ransom, but I don't have enough coin on me right now. I'll fetch more coin and come back for him.
Right. I'll take your word for it. You're probably the only one who's willing to put in the effort for the fool anyway.
That's a nice shield. Sneak behind him, steal the Thunderstone.
Huh? Clear off!
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm already clearing. Don't you worry, Mutt. 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 Mutt.
Heal.
Right.
Told me all about the sea.
So now we kind of know where they are. I think it's time for us to wait till it's later in the evening and go and stab them all in their sleep. Isn't that right, Pebbles? So, what time of day is it? It's not that bad. So let's... I'm thinking that our correct outfit is this one for now. And then wait here till a little bit later and then we'll have a look. I'm definitely not paying him 1,000 gold. Because I don't even get the Thunderstone. I pay him 1,000 gold. Right. We should eat some sauerkraut while we're here. Then maybe some bacon. Bacon's fine, yeah. Perfect. Now we've got our Nightcrawler perk on. I got the right sword on here, by the way. Doing this. You know what? I've decided against this. I'm gonna have Menhart's sword on this one instead. There we are. I think they're still up. Wait a couple of hours. Midnight. They should be asleep by midnight, you'd think. Might have a guard out. 3 days till the tournament. We know that we can walk along here safely. Gives us a way to just see who's in there. No, they're not guarding both sides, which is interesting. There's a potential way in there, but I don't think that gets me where I want to go. I want to sneak behind this guy and stab him in the back. Got him.
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here!
Shut
Please,
up.
tie me!
You idiot.
I beg you, don't leave me here!
Shut up. Me trying to sneak in and save his life. He's like, don't leave me here. Yeah. Wasn't planning on it. Right, let's grab the Horschan. And that off of that guy. Right, next. So that's one down. What? What? Stay.
Stay.
Oh dear. So that guy here. Is he going on patrol to where the previous guy was? I think that guy is. I hope I took the body far enough away. Sneak through here. I did. Wonderful. You dare start shouting at me again, mister? Got him. And we take him away from camp again. And we wait for the next guy. I don't know where we took the previous one. Might have been this far, maybe? Yes, okay. We know this far is fine. There isn't enough room to drop him. Right, loot. Let's grab his groschen. Right, back to normal speed. So we know if there was 6, we've already killed 2. Back in here. Guys going off patrolling on that side. There might be a couple in there. Our plan is to get behind this guy. Can. Where he is yet though. So he's just around the corner. Let's see if there's an easier way in here. I'm wondering if I can go along the edge. I think I can. I think it's even designed for me to do that. Pick up the body. But whatever speed you can out here. Right. Loot. Grab ourselves the groschen and the perch. I do think the hammer might be good, but let's assume it is not good for now. Oh, there's somebody I can hear in here who's going, oof. Wasn't sure if he just turned a light on or if he just got close enough to a light source. I think I hear him equipping himself actually. Yikes. And got him. I love how it's got a timing minigame there for like, you got to press the stab at the right time. However, I have figured out that you can just spam the button for stab and then it will kill him. So as long as you just spam that, we'll get him, whether you're in time or not. I don't know whether it's just because these enemies are bad or something, or whether that's just how the mechanics meant to work, but still, works for me. We'll leave the stuff on this guy for now. So we're assuming that we've killed 4 now. There are 6 in the band, and there's 2 left.
Fucking murderer.
Oh fuck, they found him. That's not good. I said there was a murderer over there.
I'll miss you, my friend.
I'll miss you, my friend. Oh no. Not the kind of thing you want to hear. They're not looking for us though.
God damn it. This wasn't supposed to happen. The fucking murderer.
Okay, and we know there's one there. There's another who's currently shouting about the murderer.
I loved you, you bastard. I'll miss you, my friend.
Oh, I missed that by a lot. That was not stealthy. I also don't know how he found the body, but I guess where we dropped him was not far enough away over here. Let's grab the groschen. And we got you. So when the guy was sitting down, we had a much smaller window to do that. And it was a lot quicker. I think that's the difference, is you have to be like on it. So if they completely don't know you're there, then you can be really slow. Or you can like spam it, but if they do know you're there, then you're in trouble. There we go. We'll grab the cheese as well. Right. How many of them could there be left? We've killed 6. That guy's dead. Guy's dead. Nobody left in here. Almost want to turn a light on just so I can see. Ah, there's another one. We'll grab ourselves the groschen off of that guy. Where's the guy himself, though? That's my question. We haven't seen him. Is he in the permanent structure, you think? By the way, I can see nothing. Because people have said when it's dark, they can't see anything. I literally can... Like, here, I can only see that light. Everything else is just a mess of textures. Reputation gained for killing him. Right, now we're good to go. Ooh, ramhead hammer. We'll grab that. And that. And that. Wonderful. Also, now this is our outfit for now. What have we got in here? Knight shield. Don't need that. We'll have the bassinet. Riding cuirass. Actually, a lot of this looks really good. Yeah. Not that, though. We are going to have to put some on our horse, but I think we've got a lot of weight left on our horse. Right. Increase our speed. Nothing here. Nothing here. In this place. Again, nothing all the way around. Except on this one. Heavy reinforced crossbow. Grab it, it's probably worth selling. And the smoked cheese. And the money. I guess it's not really worth taking the pelts, but we will anyway. In here. Grab all the dried food. And the groschen. Over this way. Let's unlock this. Yeah, that's worth a lot. That's worth a lot. Dried beef. That. Tailor's kit as well. Wonderful. Then I think that's everything on this part, or in this part of the camp. We got you.
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
I was wondering whether we should rob him and take the thing off of him. You know what? Let's talk to him. I'll untie you.
Relax. I'm getting there.
Thanks.
Let's sort out our inventory first, actually. So first of all, is this hammer any better than the mace? Yes, it is. Okay, so first of all, let's unequip the mace. Let's re-equip the mace. Let's get a, like, how good is this hammer? Is this a two-handed thing? No, it's a mace. It's just better. Cool. We can now have that. Next one, is the crossbow any better? So we equip the crossbow. That means that it should be looking at the crossbow for this. This crossbow is in fact better than our crossbow. Is that correct? Yes. Yes, it is. Alright. So let's equip that then. Let's then go in here. We're going to go down to these things right at the bottom. Where are we? Kits. There we go. We're just going to repair everything we got. So let's repair all that. Cobbler's kit. Gunsmith's kit. Don't need to repair any of that. Marksman's. Tailor's. Perfect. Right, so that's all that repaired. Then we're going to go to other down here. I'm basically going to put everything that's in... I guess I should put most of the miscellaneous stuff away actually, but I guess... maybe it's armor I should be putting onto the horse. Yeah. Move to horse. Move to horse. Is this better? This is slightly better already, and it's going to be even better once I like fix it up properly. Yeah, so this is better. Awesome, so I can put that on the horse. I already have hourglass gauntlets, so they're not going to be needed to put on anything. These are the same. Milanese gauntlets. They are better than the hourglass gauntlets at the end. That's cool. And these are actually already better than my sleeves as well. Ooh. Let's equip that, and then I can put that on the horse. Right. So these are being compared to the Bavarian plate legs. So these are better than my Bavarian plate legs, but just not yet. And then these are better, but they're also repaired. Let's do that. Let's send these ones away. Wonderful. And now we're under our weight limit. Right. Untie.
Christ almighty! You stormed in on them like you were the Archangel Michael himself.
Well, no, I more did it like, you know, a thief in the night, but anyway. Yo, where are you going?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am. All things considered. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. God knows what they would have done to me in the end. All that aside, who are you, anyway?
Henry.
I'm Hensel, and I owe you big time, Henry. Though, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth all that trouble. But grateful nonetheless.
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him. So he's safe and sound, is he?
In a manner of speaking. He got shot, but nothing serious.
What about Stislav?
From what I hear, Stislav made it out unscathed too. But what happened scared him so much he scarpered.
Sakra. At least he's alive. I was worried about them both. It's all my fault, you know. Oh, I dread to think what could have happened to him.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter either. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone you stole from Thomlin in Horschan, who, by the way, is royally fucking upset with you.
Well, I suppose I would be too if I were him. But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone idea was the stupidest I've ever had. It brought us no luck, no protection. Well, the opposite, in fact.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. That's all that matters to him. From what I heard, he sold it in Zukdoll to some farmer's wife, I think he said, Mlada or something. Well, from the edge of the village.
Sakra. That stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it. I'm off to Zukdoll.
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsch, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small crag. Somewhere around there, they hid some of their spoils.
Clever. Take what you can, and stash the rest for later.
I'd have helped myself to it. But think of it as my way of thanking you. I just hope they weren't making it up, and you find something there.
I'll take a look around and see. Thanks for telling me.
Well, it's the least I can do. And good luck with that bloody stone. Though my advice would be to steer well clear of it.
About your Thunderstone story.
I'm still curious about your Thunderstone story.
Well, as you wish. It's not as if I'll ever forget it, anyway.
Oh, wow, we got a lot of questions. Before we set out.
Tell me the whole story from the beginning.
Well, it just pissed us off how Andrew was always extorting and bullying everyone. And not just us. The local lord who did nothing about it. And everybody in the village kept grumbling, but nobody took any action. I knew about Thomlin Stone, and I thought that with its help, we'd have the edge on them. That we'd help the people in the village. And make a bit of a name for ourselves around here. So when he refused to give it to us, I borrowed it from him. Well, I was thinking we'd give it back as soon as we'd sorted Andrew out. I'm serious. I swear.
Expedition.
And what about your expedition?
Well, first, we scouted the place on the sly, and then waited for some of his men to go out on patrol. We armed ourselves as best we could, and made our move. From the top of that rock there. We were almost there, but then Stislav stumbled or something. Made a ruckus, and they spotted us. After that, everything happened so fast. I hollered and lunged at them. Peter was yelling something, so I thought he was behind me. All these shots were whizzing past as I charged at them, but nothing hit me. Then I got stuck in. They outnumbered us. In the end, I took a blow to the head. That was pretty much it for me.
After you were captured.
What happened after you were captured?
I was scared, shitless. Thought they were going to kill me. One of them suggested just leaving me tied up in the woods or drowning me. But thankfully, Andrew disagreed. So they held me prisoner. I don't even know why.
Well, tell me about Andrew.
And this Andrew and his soldiers, what were they doing here?
Andrew Ramed, they called him. He had this handsome hammer, shaped like a ram it was. And that's what they say he named himself after. Their orders were to keep watch out here. They had their own ideas of what that meant. They fleeced wayfarers, merchants, locals, wherever they could. No one was safe. They often grumbled that the army wasn't paying them properly. But if you ask me, they more than made up for it on the side. They even took someone's cow.
Well, that is unacceptable, but also it sounds like our weapon might be unique.
What are you going to do now?
Well, I don't know. Same as before, I suppose. There's nothing to keep us here. But I can see Peter and me staying another summer. Perhaps longer. I mean, it's nice here. And the village is protected by a strong fortress. It's a good place, if you ask me. You never know. I might find myself a piece of land. Or marry into some.
Cool. And now he's off. He's like, why did we have to have this conversation in the rain? Right, where's the thing? Where's the between two trees marker? It's over here. Ah, 2 dead trees. Alright. First of all, get rid of that. Second of all, let's travel to Raborsch. So I want to see Peter again as well at some point. Too over encumbered to sprint? Really? What can we put away? Probably something in other we can put away here. Maybe some of the bandages. We probably don't need that many bandages, would be my guess. That was 2 weights worth of bandages. Down here, what else have we got? We've got all the beer tankards. Yeah, we can move those to the horse. Or hides. Yeah. Hair pelts. That'll do it. Right. If there's anywhere to stay in the village, I don't think so, because they said he went to the Devil's Den, right? Oh, that was the other village. I was thinking if they say they're going to the Devil's Den, then that probably means there's nowhere to stay, because they're probably, yeah, sleeping there. If they're in an inn. Let's go over this way. Oh, he's making his way back.
Huh?
Hey, Hans, Intel.
Hey.
Hey. There's a church here. At least what looks like a church. Anywhere I can stay in the church? Are there any doors to the church? Oh, there we go. Yes, but not one that's usable. Alright, well, in which case... we're going to sit here and we're going to wait till morning. We are definitely going to need sleep. At some point. But not until we find a Thunderstone.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings, Master Guard.
I'm too over encumbered to sprint. Because my strength has dropped, presumably because I'm sleepy. Right, move to horse. You know what? The pistol's very heavy. It can live on our horse for now. Right. Actually, it's not because we're sleepy. We must have lost a buff somewhere. Alright. We found a guy previously in this field up here, so let's see what he has to say for himself.
Let's get to it then.
Peter? Oh, no. Guess I can't see, like, hey, I saved your friend. Alright, well, whatever. It's that dude just wandering off. Right. So where am I going? Yeah, I want to go here first of all, and then I want to go to Zukdoll, which is where we started, I just realized. Also,
easy, good.
Who's this fellow? He's the farmer? Oh, he's a human.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. And there's a random horse to the side of the road as well. Must be his horse, I'd assume. Yeah, I'd guess that's his horse. It's not our horse. And that's all that matters, really. Alright. Don't run into the lady. That would not be appreciated by her, I imagine. Down this way. Into the water.
Whoa there. Don't worry. We'll stay by the shore.
Around here. And then get off the horse. Apparently, this is the cache between two dead trees. Got an egg in that nest. Wasn't really what I was looking for. Is this it? Ah, it's a lot of groschen. I still don't know if that's everything in here, but it's a good start. Right. Up top. If there's anything else in here. It might be just the groschen, which, you know what? It's probably not that bad. It was like 300 groschen. Examine nest. Yeah, that puts you in there, but that must just be the normal text for a nest. I guess we just don't see them too often. Yeah, I think that was all of it. Cool. Right. Horse. Horse, where are you? Somewhere over here? There we go. Let's clear the marker. Then we're looking to go to Zukdoll, which means we want to go basically here.
Quick.
And then that should take us to a road, which it did. I'll clear the little marker saying to go here.
Go.
And now we can head back to where we started. And yeah, hopefully we can find what we're looking for. I know we left here. I was just trying to remember whether we left here under very bad circumstances. I don't think so. I think it was just implied that, like, leaving would be for the best, but
Quick.
I don't think it was necessarily bad circumstances. Yeah. We just needed to go, like, staying there would not have achieved our objective, basically. Was the only reason we left, I think. Hello? Didn't even say anything to me. You just started running at me with the sword.
That
Ow.
was something.
I am about to die. I am definitely about to die. Bandages? Can't use the bandages. Okay. Drink?
Oh, you're gonna die!
Alright then. Don't reload me in the dark. Don't reload me in the dark. At least be daytime. That's all I'm hoping for. At least we don't... Well, I guess we don't have to wait for Peter. It's not great. We have spoken to him, though, I think. So it's not great, but it's okay.
Quick.
Get through here. So now we're doing the same trip in the night, basically. So I want to go there. It's down this way and then follow the path. If I can find the path to follow. Over here somewhere? Well, there's a path. Is this the path? No, I actually want to turn around and follow this around to the right. We can go back at full speed in a second. There we go. Meet another rider on the path. 2 people just out in the middle of the night with torches on their horse. Somewhere along here. It's going to be somewhere we want to turn. I can't really even tell if I'm on a road or not. I think I just ran into a dead body.
Whoa!
As in a man and a dead body. Right, let's go in here. At least we did this in the daytime, so we know where to roughly go. If I was doing this at night, I would have been very mad the first time. It's still kind of difficult, but... It's in here, right? There's the trees, there's the thing, yeah. Alright, and then we examine the nest as well and get the eggs. Right. Back out this way. To the road where our horse will be. Well, that's the plan anyway. Somewhere along here we'll have a horse. Or a road. There we go. Right. So now we can follow this along.
Quick.
We should be fine.
Quick.
Alright. Well, you know, wasn't ideal to die, but it didn't really lose us too much time. Yeah, we still have a problem where if we're not wearing full armor, if we get hit first in combat, we will lose. Basically, the entire fighting style without that armor on is, you know, just don't get hit. The moment we get hit, we just fall over and die. Yeah, probably could have done with some more health potions on us, but I don't think that would have necessarily helped. Blocking one of the attacks probably would have helped. Like even when we got the die hard effects going off, like if we had blocked an attack then, we would have probably lived, but I was a little bit too much in panic mode. Trying to figure out if this is the right way to get in. Might be. With the torch for a second. It's really hard when you're trying to turn left and you've got the torch out. Right.
Quick.
Just come in here again. I guess it makes sense that nobody would be mad that we're here, because we did have quests here as well. Yeah. I did, wait a second. Is this Zukdoll? It's the wrong part. I went into the castle. I didn't need to go into the fortress. I needed to go into the town.
Nice and slow.
Ah, it's somewhere over here.
Go.
And then I'll find somewhere that looks like an inn. Get off the horse. Too over-encumbered to sprint. Technically, if we're over-encumbered, we shouldn't be allowed on the horse, but let's not worry about that. I did all my re-equipping, which is good. At least that was saved. Oh yeah, the ram head thing. Yeah, so that is unique in theory, because it's specifically said ram. Oh yeah, the mercenary captain Andrew earned his nickname thanks to this weapon. Cool. Well, that can go to the horse then for now. As can that. As can that. Wonderful. Well, it doesn't look like the inn's going to be open for new visitors, but let's see. This is the inn, I'm assuming?
May God give you help, sir.
There's a hired hand here and a housemaid here. Lock Tavern.
What was that sound?
Sorry, I think I went to the wrong place. Well, honestly, I'm just trying to figure out how I get in. I think it's locked. I don't think they really have space for someone to sleep. I think is the answer, because it's a tavern, not an inn. We just lost, yeah, we just lost a ton of strength there somehow. Right, let's go back to this. Let's drop a bunch of bandages on the, oh wait, yeah. Drop a bunch of bandages on the horse. Then, keep going down here. Hides. Ear tankards. Dog skin. The hair stuff. Horse hide. Right. Then we want to find somewhere to sit. Like here. And then we want to just wait for a couple of hours. Let's do it. You notice that jumps up. Like this jumps up every time we wait. Wondering if it's because we're on like a rest, like we're not on
Greetings.
Certainly.
like we're on a rested piece of trying to think the right word, like furniture. Yeah.
Here, noble sir.
Don't know. Maybe.
Greetings.
Anyway, up here. Oh, is this the person I'm looking for? Or are they in the stocks? No, I don't think it was him. Over here? You, Malda? Malada?
Greetings. What do you want?
Thunderstone.
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborsch, who in turn stole it from Thomlin Brookhans down Horschan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
What does that mean?
A Minerva owl? I assume that doesn't bode well, does it?
No, not at all. An owl on your roof means death is closing in. That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
I'll help in exchange for the stone.
So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing. It can still protect us from all manner of misfortune.
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may be, but I'll not be wanting to lose that stone.
How about this? I'll try to help your husband, and if I succeed, you'll gift me the stone.
Why would I do that? The stone is bound to help him.
What if the power of the stone brought me here to help your husband?
I hadn't thought of it like that.
So, how about we make a deal?
All right, but only if you help him.
Of course. I'll take a look at him and see what I can do.
And please hurry. With that owl and everything, I'm quite sure the Reaper's nearby. You'll find Peter in his room.
All right. I'll take a look at him and see if there's anything I can do. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer. That may be able to explain a few things, especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. I see you really have done this before. I'm starting to believe that stone really did draw you here. So, ask around on the farm if you need to. We'll all be at your service.
Perfect. I'll get on with it. And I'd better check the whole room, just in case.
Do whatever it takes to help Peter.
What do you know about Peter's illness as we enter another new quest?
Can you think of something that might help me heal it? Anything?
I can't. I'm desperate myself. I've tried just about everything. Peter is just an ordinary cooper. We've lived here for years. We go to church. My husband doesn't travel outside the village often. This last time he had some business in Pechgau, near Golin, but he came back empty-handed. Breathless and confused. He was fumbling around here for a few days, not doing his job, just spending time in his workshop. Lord knows what he was doing in there. Then he went to bed, and since then, he's just been lying there. He doesn't eat. Not even the potions are helping. He doesn't sleep a wink at night. At least, I don't think he does. If I stopped sleeping too, our homestead would fall apart.
I'll ask him why he can't sleep. What's tormenting him?
Try that. He won't speak to me about anything. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. Or maybe just protecting me from something. Farewell.
That's interesting. To me, if potions aren't helping, and he was fine for a few days even though he seemed weird, I'm going to guess that it's probably not a physical ailment. Maybe a mental ailment? I don't know. Maybe he's just depressed.
I wish you a pleasant morning.
What do you know about Peter's illness?
I offered Malada to try and cure Peter. Can you think of anything that might help?
I already gave the women some advice, but they just don't listen to me.
What did you tell them?
To put Peter in a dark room, because speaking to him makes it worse. But most importantly, they should get some vinegar and salt and rub it on the soles of his feet. Then they should mix mallow, linseed, bran, and a pinch of salt and boil it in water. Strain that through a cloth and add a bit of honeycomb as well as a drop of wood oil. Then all they have to do is wash his arse out with it. Finally, they need to cut open a black chicken along its backbone and put it on Peter's forehead. But before that, they'll have to shave his head. Peter is going mad, and this is the only thing that can help him.
To be honest, originally it sounded like you thought his issue was that he was constipated. Let's say, that sounds complicated.
That's not exactly a simple procedure. I can't promise you I'll try it.
Trust me, this is the only thing that's going to help him. Simply put, Peter's losing his marbles.
Do you have any idea how it might have happened?
Well, I know he was headed to Colin on business, but he never made it there. He came back all red, couldn't breathe, as if he was being hanged. I wouldn't be surprised if some bandit grabbed him by the throat along the way.
I'll ask him if he was attacked.
That would be my guess. And why else would he be looking for weapons, eh? He's afraid. God be with you, sir.
Huh. Well, with that mystery being presented to us, I am going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we'll find the mystery of Peter and the weird illness. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.